In 2022, I hit my first 10K profit in a day as an online business owner. That's right, $10,000 in just 24 hours. And you know what? I'm not special, no crazy talents, no golden opportunity was handed to me. So how did I do it? There's 6 mindset tricks that turn my progress from I don't know what I'm doing to literally unstoppable now. And today I'm going to share exactly how you can apply them step by step while we walk here. And if you stay till the end, I'll tell you the one thing most people completely overlook that keeps them stuck. Trust me, you don't want to miss this one. And by the way, my name is Marko and I'm one of the owners of software company. And I went from earning $600 a month to making over now 7 figures in revenue through Instagram and e-commerce. I will break it down into things you can do starting today, whether you're just getting started or you are stuck trying to level up. Okay, so the first hack or first mindset hack, let's start with the basics. Clarity. You can't hit the target if you don't know what you are aiming for, right? When I started out, my first goal wasn't about getting rich or going viral. It was simple, just 10K in a month. And why 10K? Because it felt like a stretch, something that pushed me out of my comfort zone, but didn't feel completely impossible. So I wrote it down. And let me tell you, there's something powerful about seeing your goals in writing. It forces you to focus. So think about it. What's your version of 10K? Maybe it's an extra $1,000 a month to cover your bills. And maybe it's saving for a trip or quitting your 9 to 5. It doesn't have to be perfect, just make it visible on the paper. But here's the thing, clarity isn't enough. You need space, like mental and physical space to actually make it happen. And that brings me to the next step, which is simplify your life. You would think hitting 10K would mean like living larger, like fancy cars, fancy dinners, the whole deal around that. But for me, I went the opposite direction. I actually don't use my car most of the time because I realized most of the places I go, like the gym or grocery store, are within walking distance. So I keep paying for gas, insurance and maintenance. So I swapped my car for walking and biking. And not only did it save my time, but it gave me like more mental clarity. So no more worrying about expenses or maintenance. And it was just one less thing that pulls my energy. When I need a car, I just call an Uber or Grab or Bolt. So not only does it save me money, but it frees up my mental space. And that's what simplifying is all about. Here's something to think about. What's one thing in your life that's weighing you down? Maybe it's too much things on your schedule or even relationships that drain you. You can just simplify it and you'll be amazed at how much more energy you can put toward your goals. Okay, and here's where it gets interesting. The key to hitting 10K wasn't discipline, it was addiction. That's the first step. Back in the day, I was addicted to video games and I would spend hours playing, learning strategies and getting better. And that's the same obsessive energy what I channeled into my business. So just instead of gaming, I made progress in my business. Could I land more clients this week? Could I figure out a better system to save my time? So I tracked the wins like levels in a game. That mindset made the work fun actually. So just find something you enjoy about the process. For me it was the thrill of improving. Maybe for you it's the creativity, solving problems or just seeing your progress add up. And when you find something you enjoy, success eventually will come. And step 4 or fourth mindset hack, volume over perfection. Here's the mistake I see all the time. People just obsessing over perfection. They spend hours crafting the perfect post or waiting for the perfect moment to launch their online business. And here's what I did instead. I focused on volume and I didn't try to make every post perfect or every business perfect. I just showed up every day and kept improving. Just because one of my rules is do your best today and get better tomorrow. Don't try to be perfect because it's all about being consistent and do one thing at a time. So just don't stress about tomorrow or beat yourself up over yesterday. Just ask yourself, what's one thing I can do today to move forward? And when you stick to the process, you can't lose. Even on the bad days, you are just building something. And on the good days, you stay grounded because you are focused on the bigger picture. This is the same mindset I'm going to use to hit my next goals. Okay, so step 5, it's make life easier with systems. All right, let me drop some real talk. Willpower isn't the secret sauce to success. It's like your phone battery. It starts strong in the morning, in the afternoon, it's barely hanging on. So we don't need to rely on willpower every single day. What you need are systems that make things easier for you, even when you're not feeling 100%. And here's what worked for me. I set up routines and habits that took the guesswork out of my day. For example, I chose a specific time each day to focus on my business. No questions, no excuses, just this is my time to get stuff done. And I also automated a bunch of boring stuff like scheduling my Instagram posts or sending emails 60 days in advance, okay? And they will just schedule, they will be sent out automatically. This just saved me so much time and mental energy. Even on the days when I felt lazy, my systems just kept the ball rolling. Here's a question for you. What's one thing in your life that you could make easier with a system? Maybe it's meal prepping on Sundays, so we don't have to think about what's for dinner all week. And maybe it's setting up a daily reminder to work on your goals for just 30 minutes every day. And the point is, you don't need to rely on motivation when you have systems doing the heavy lifting for you. When you set things up right, success feels way more doable. And honestly, it's a huge relief. Okay, and step 6, or mindset hack number 6, bet on yourself. If you want to level up, you got to bet on yourself. Back when I started, I didn't have all the answers. I was just winging it and hoping for the best. But then I realized, why am I trying to figure it out everything the hard way when there are people out there who've already done it? So I just started learning. I watched a ton of YouTube videos, read books, took courses, and even get some coaching. And at first, I was nervous about spending money on stuff like that. I mean, I wasn't exactly rolling in cash, but let me tell you, every dollar I spent was worth it. Because when you learn from people who've already been where you want to go, you save so much time, man. You save so much time. It's like they are handing you the cheat codes. So think about it. What's one skill you could learn that would make everything for you easier? Maybe it's just getting better at social media or Instagram, or just learning how to design cool stuff. You don't have to spend a ton of money. Sometimes the best investments are just asking questions. You can just join the free communities or read one good book on the topic. When you invest in yourself, you are basically telling yourself that I am worth it. You are putting skin in the game. And trust me, that changes everything. It's not just about what you learn, but it's about the confidence you build. So if you are serious about leveling up, start small, learn one new thing, join one group, just bet on yourself, because that's the investment that always pays off. And when it does, you will look back and wonder why you didn't do it sooner. And here's the mindset shift that ties it all together. It's about focusing your energy, the same energy you might pour into distractions like games, social media, or endless scrolling on Instagram, into something that improves your life. And for me, it was just turning my addiction to video games into an addiction to building my business. And it wasn't always easy, but once I made that shift, the progress just became unstoppable. So what are you addicted to? And how can you channel that into something that gets you closer to your goals? Because once you get hooked on the progress, nothing can stop you, really. And if this is resonated with you, just hit that like button and subscribe. Let's keep walking this path together. And by the way, I also revealed my key strategy to hitting these milestones in my first video on this channel. You can find it in the description or somewhere here, I will put it there, but it's the first video on my channel. You don't want to miss that one. And have a nice day. See you next time and keep on going.